After all of these years, you still wonder. People ask me all the time, Handel, how do people still call you up knowing what you're going to do to them? And I said, I don't know. Is somewhere in there decent legal advice? Is that the secret? No. Because there are no nuggets of good legal advice. I listen to this show too. And I understand. I mean, I join that wide group of lawyers that go, what are you talking about? Makes sense to me. This is Handel on the Law, marginal legal advice. Now, it gets really interesting when a major corporation files a lawsuit for copyright or trademark infringement. So the Super Bowl, in which the two brothers, Jim Harbaugh, and John Harbaugh, I'm very good at names, are playing for the Super Bowl, right? Either of them are teams. One is San Francisco, and the other one is the Ravens, wherever the hell they're from. I don't watch much football. Baltimore Ravens, exactly. I knew that. So here's what happens. There is a young man, a fellow, Roy Fox, who at the beginning of the year had an idea. What if the two brothers who are coaches actually met in the Super Bowl? And what would we call it? Harbowl. And what a great idea. So he's going to sell them for extra cat t-shirts, mugs, the normal stuff, and make some money. So he goes ahead and he files his trademark application for the name Harbowl. Okay, no problem. He's got it. It's legal. No one else had it. And it's all his. Oh, yeah, legally it's all his. Now, let me tell you what the NFL is about. The NFL says, gee, we don't want you to use it. Those are our guys, and it's the Super Bowl, and you know what? You're not going to use that name at all. We want it. Or at least we're not going to let you do it. But he says it's trademarked. By the way, it was trademarked through LegalZoom, and that's part of the story to show this is just a regular guy, didn't go to a lawyer, went to LegalZoom.com, and, they do trademarks, they do copyrights. It's very easy, and that's what he did, and that's part of the story, that just is a regular guy doing a very inexpensive thing, and now the NFL goes after him. And you'd think, wait a minute, he has it, he owns it, he applied for it, it was granted, there's no issue. And the NFL probably agrees. There's no issue. Except we don't want you to use it. And he says, so? And they said, well, how about this? We're taking you to court. And he goes, but you can't do this. It's legal what I have. And absolutely it's legal. You're going to spend $10 million defending it by the time we're finished. We don't care. Will paper you to death. Predatory corporate practices. In Europe, the people who make that decision on behalf of corporations go to jail for doing that. It is illegal. Here in America, yeah, you defend it, which of course he couldn't. Microsoft has a reputation for throwing their weight around. There are a lot of small computer businesses out there that were attacked or interfered with what Microsoft thought was in their playground, and argue the same thing. And the complaint among these businesses is that they can't compete. You can't fight City Hall. And man, this isn't just City Hall. This is the NFL. And the NFL, let me put it this way, they sign deals where they get billions of dollars per year from the networks. Roy Fox probably makes $60,000 a year on his best year ever. That is the shame of our system. That is one of the things that is horrible about allowing anybody to file any suit under any circumstances. Now, if there was an automatic hearing of some kind where a judge determines whether or not this case even has merits, it would be gone. But there isn't. Except in medical malpractice. Those have to be certified, and a judge has to accept it. Same thing in class action suits. Judge has to certify a class action suit, but certainly not in this one. Crazy stuff, isn't it? So you will not be seeing any T-shirts, or have seen any T-shirts made by Roy Fox that has Harbaugh on them. Not at all. And for the same reason, incidentally, you talk about the NFL owning Super Bowl, which they do. That's their name, legitimately. Have you ever noticed television ads for TVs in the newspapers? The name Super Bowl is never used. Watch Super Bowl. It's the big game. It's the game. It's the annual game. Why? You don't use the word Super Bowl without either paying the NFL or getting permission from the NFL. And they don't even want advertising in newspapers that promote the NFL. How dumb is that? Watch the Super Bowl this Sunday, and we'll still deliver a TV to you. How can you get pissed off at that? If you had a business, you would die for that to happen. But the NFL is God, and the NFL will make that decision. Let's take some phone calls. Tabitha! There you are, Tabitha. Welcome.
Bill, hi. My father owns a home in Nevada, and his mortgage right now is double what the house is worth. And he recently received an inheritance. He wants to do a cash purchase for a different home and walk away from his current home. So he's really worried that they're going to put a lien against his new property.
Well, they can't
Can the bank do that?
Yeah, they can if they go ahead and file a lawsuit to get the money. He's walked away. I don't know if they're going to do that. Also, I don't know if Nevada has an anti-deficiency statute, which California does, which means that assuming the house goes under and you walk away, they can't go beyond the mortgage, which means they can't go beyond that. Now, your credit is shot. They may issue a 1099 against your dad. So let's say the home is worth $100,000 and there's a $200,000 mortgage, which leaves $100,000 that effectively he's walking away from. He may get a 1099 for $100,000. We'll have to pay the tax on it. But but you would do that in a short sale too. The answer is yes. At the end of the day, they might put a lien on the new home, but are they going to? They've got a lot of other things that are going on. So, the cleanest way of doing it is not having the house in his home at all.
What was that?
Not having the house in his name at all.
Oh, putting the new house in somebody else's name?
Yeah. Put it in your name, and then you can kill him and you're fine. Name. Yeah. Why not?
And so the short sale, he'll still be responsible for the taxes on.
Yeah, the difference.
Okay, and
it's called it's a forgiveness.
Are there any other
No, that's about it. Other than his credit's going to be shot to hell completely.
He doesn't care about that.
Okay, then those are the repercussions. The difference in the mortgage and the value, and that's a forgiveness of loan is what it's called, and that's assuming they write it off. If they write it off, then he's going to owe nothing. If he gets a 1099, he owes nothing because they've written it off. If they don't write it off, then they can theoretically go after him. So it's just a lot of stuff, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And that's she'll call me back when they grab his house and go, Bill, we listened to your advice and they took my dad's house. Really? I don't remember that. I really don't remember that phone call. And here's the fun part, is I really don't remember this phone call. And we just had a phone call that I don't remember. I've got a memory issue. I don't know if you know that. What did I just say?